Get him, Biden. Get him. Get him, President Joe Biden. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to the infamous Closet of Truth. Okay, we are once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are here due to lots of lies and misinformation. Good morning, Gina. Nice to see you. Yes, I'm going to have to address the James Comer fiasco that unfolded today on national television with Fox News. Good morning, Brother Chris. So nice to see you. Yes, it is I, Triple H. Yes. Once again in the Closet of Truth. Bringing more honesty onto TikTok. Hello, Jewel. Nice to see you. You know, Jewel, I used to love it when we used to talk more about relationships. You know, those lives, they were so much better, weren't they? Hello, Lou. Nice to see you. The one and only. Nice to see you. Okay. Now, you know why we are here. We got receipts. We got receipts, ladies and gentlemen. I try to do my morning show, and then I want to do a show in the afternoon, because sometimes the people that are here that are, doing things in the morning, they can't come to the morning show. And so I got to start trying to figure out how to do the dance. Hello, aloha, nice to see you. It is I, Triple H, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you know that they call me Triple H for a reason. Because I am both, I'm Triple H. I am honest, I am humble, and I am handsome. Dave Wilson, greetings, champion. How's that Lake Merritt water treating you? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So we are once again, yes, Lou Bell, yes, thanks for being here, handsome. You're welcome. You're welcome, Gina. Listen, I aim, ladies and gentlemen, to bring the highest quality of product onto TikTok, okay? There's a lot of fake TikTok hosts out there. They brand themselves as, truth sayers of sorts, okay? And they stand out here and they defend against injustice, okay? They see people like Donald Trump and they say that Donald Trump did nothing wrong. And they then turn around and they want to talk about Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. So Sunday, James Comer, he gets out on TV and he threatens the DOJ. Oh, no. I'm not paid for by the DNC. That's another lie in the kingdom. Listen, greetings, Brother Swerve, and nice to see you. Yes, James Comer, he got the world worked up and he got people excited because today he was supposed to show up with Hunter Biden's laptop and reveal to the world all of the secrets that President Biden and Hunter Biden had on that laptop. I really was hoping we got to it. But unfortunately, yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for those gifts. Unfortunately, it was DOA. Yes, dead on arrival. Okay, I just posted the video on the page. You could go check it out. There was more talk about I don't know what the Bidens are doing than there was talk about we finally got him. I was waiting for them to say wire fraud. Yes, there was no docket number. There was no docket number. So we're going to go through this together as a family, okay? As a family does, we got to go through this together. That way, when you go out here and you get into these lives, some of these folks on the right, they got a lot of this off the focus behavior. My good friend today tried to say, well, Hillary Clinton's guilty. You do know that, right? Well, if she's not guilty, then OJ. I love it when they start reaching for the stars just to try to prove that the folks on the left are guilty, but the folks on the right, they need to get a fair shake at justice. Cut it out. Cut it out. So House Republicans have alleged that Biden's family members received millions of dollars in payments from foreign entities in new bank records. So this is what James Comer was really excited about, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe this? What is that? I can't read it. No money from Cali. Junior man, what are you talking about? No money. Don't get in here and start spreading misinformation. Now, the House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer, he laid out new details to support allegations that members of Joe Biden's family, including his son, this is what they're concerned about, Hunter, received millions of dollars in payment from foreign entities like China and Romania, including when Biden was vice president. This is what this was about. Not the laptop, just some money he got. Oh, he's talking about the reparations, Brother Greg. Don't worry about that. They didn't say he declined it. He just said he's not backing it. But I trust Gavin Newsom knows what the right thing to do, okay? Don't worry about us in California. You worry about what's going on in your state, okay? Over here, we're good. Reparations or not, we're good. Okay? New bank records cited in the memo that was obtained by the committee through a subpoena. So they subpoenaed these records. They subpoenaed the records of Hunter Biden and his dad. Why? Why are you doing this? Wasting taxpayers' dollars. Okay, so the Republicans also allege that Hunter Biden uses family connections to help facilitate a meeting in 2016 between a Serbian running for United Nations Secretary General and then National Security Advisor to the President, Colin Kahl. The payments raised questions about Hunter Biden's business activities while his father was vice president. But the committee, this is the important part, but the committee, this is it, does not suggest any illegality about the payments from foreign sources. You hear that? Let me read it again. The committee does not suggest any illegality about the payments from foreign sources. The bank account records by themselves also do not indicate the purpose of why the payments were made. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a sham. Thank you for those gifts, by the way, Poetivity. Thank you. It's a sham after all. The committee James Comer is sitting on, they failed to say that he committed any crimes. It's not a crime to make money. You wanted a businessman in government. You got one. Okay? So, my question is it over? To the Trump supporters out there. To the Trump supporter. Hello, Little Miss Perfect. Nice to see you. To the Trump supporters out there. Is it over? Can we please stop with the Hunter Biden stuff? No crimes found. They turn their head when it's Ivanka and Jared. They do. What more evidence do you need? The committee had a hearing. The committee had a hearing today, and I'm going to read it to you again. It did not suggest any illegality about payments from foreign sources. The bank records themselves do not indicate the purpose of the payments that were made. It's over. Somebody needs to tell James Comer he needs to go get a job somewhere else. I'm pretty sure there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken that would love to have him. Hello, thank you for coming to KFC. Can I take your order? Oh, you want that family dinner with biscuits and macaroni and cheese and string beans? Yes, please pull forward to the window so we can tell you what your total is. Okay, because that's about all we need James Comer to do. Okay, because he's not good at investigating a thing. You mean to tell me we waited all this time, all this week? He promised me on Wednesday I was going to get Hunter Biden's laptop. And I didn't get anything but them absolving President Biden and Hunter Biden. Let's go on, ladies and gentlemen. The memo marks Comer's most direct attempt to substantiate his allegations that Biden family members have enriched themselves off the family name. Comer has suggested that Biden may have improperly influenced by financial dealings, particularly by his family's foreign business dealing with business partners. So I would like to say to any of the Trump supporters that are still interested in pressing this Hunter Biden conspiracy, if you want to get Hunter Biden, you gotta bring forth Don Jr., Ivanka, Eric Trump, all of them, and Donald Trump. If you want to get Hunter, you gotta throw them under the bridge too, under the bus as well. Good morning, Danger. Are you all okay, Trump supporters? Are you okay with Ivanka Trump being investigated? It is a conspiracy. Are you okay with Ivanka Trump being investigated? I'm being so sincere. Yes? Really? You're okay with Don Jr.? Yes? Ooh. Oh, you know what? I never thought I would hear you all say that. Oh, okay. Tokyo's having a rest, Brother Greg. Nice to see you. I tried to watch this news conference, but the level of hypocrisy was unbearable. Thank you. Yes, I agree. And by the way, thank you for following me and sharing and tapping the screen and sharing the live. By the way, thank you. I'm going to open up the box, ladies and gentlemen, very soon. And most people know me. I hear from all people, no matter what walk of life they're on. My only ask is that you get in the box and you focus on the conversation we're having and try not to get distracted and be honest, okay? I want to hear from you. I don't judge well, I do judge, but I don't got my hammer, okay? But this is the opportunity for you to get clarity on a lot of the misinformation that you've probably been exposed to. I'm specifically talking to the Trump supporters because I know where you are. I know where you go. I go in and out of the lives that you frequent, okay? And these folks are lying to you. And you know how you know they're lying to you? Because the moment they tell you to watch something on YouTube that has Fox News at the bottom of it, they're lying to you. Trust me, I've been there and I've dealt with it and I've overcame it. Matthew, unfortunately, I'm not lying, okay? And to the person that has bet me a steak, they know who they are. I got a person I know. We had a bet about a steak about whether or not Donald Trump would be charged with gifts. Thank you for the subscription, Alex. Thank you. Whether or not Donald Trump would be charged for any crimes. And Donald Trump was charged with crimes, 34. This person owes me a steak. And they are a Trump supporter. And I'm going to eat it live on TikTok. Because it's double or nothing now. Right? It's double or nothing now. Now they say, well, okay, what if he gets convicted? If he gets convicted, Zeus, then what? You don't owe me a steak. I don't owe you a steak. But if he does get it convicted, then I owe you 2 steaks. So to that individual, I'm going to have my two steaks very soon. And I want mine so that I can eat it for me, and I'm going to feed my mother. God bless the United States of America. All right, so let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. The latest report does not show any payments made directly to Joe Biden. What? Either as vice president or after leaving office. Let me read that again to the Trump supporters. The latest report does not show payments made directly to Joe Biden, either as vice president or after leaving office. It's over. James Comer let you down. Hello, Shay. James Comer let you down. But I won't let you down. Nope, not me. None of my friends. We're not going to let you down. We're going to make sure you know the truth and encourage you to walk in light, not darkness. Thank you for those Jack Smith pictures in the chat, okay, for all of my subscribers. I really do appreciate that because I try my hardest to bring this rich content. This content is rich with truth. I try my hardest. Okay, Comer has been publicly teasing information for months about paper trail committee Republicans have uncovered through subpoenas sent to multiple banks and trips to the Treasury Department to review records. So this is how he got you all worked up. This is an abusive relationship. Comer and other Republicans on the committee held a press conference today to tout their finding. These people didn't come to Hunter Biden because he understood world politics. This is what Comer said. These people didn't come to Hunter Biden because he understood world politics or that he was experienced in it or that he understood Chinese business. This is what he came with. They wanted him for the access last name has given him. This is what he claims. On Wednesday today, Comer was asked about specific policy decisions Biden made while president or vice president that may have been directly influenced by these foreign payments. Now, this is the part that I love. So we already found that there's no money going to Biden, but here's the next part. So this foreign peddling influence stuff that he's talking. They asked him, well, what policy has been impacted by these payments? And here's the news. Comer failed to name any and instead pointed to then Vice President Biden traveling around the world and discussing foreign aid in the last part of the Obama administration. Ladies and gentlemen, I would go on and on about this, but I believe you're all intelligent enough to get it. So I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. A-Train, greetings, brother. I just want to make sure we are all on the same page in the kingdom. There's certain truths that we hold true in this kingdom, okay, out here in Olympus. The first thing, and I'm going to have to actually post this so that it never leaves. It's going to be on the background, I think. The first thing that's true in this kingdom is that President Biden won the 2020 election fair and square. There was no widespread evidence of voter fraud. All those videos about the suitcase and the votes and voting at night, nonsense. Those are considered lies and misinformation and conspiracies and will not be tolerated. The next thing that you must also believe true in this kingdom. I see you, Mr. Nice Guy. I lifted those sanctions. I understand you ran into my tough and aggressive moderators, okay? But I want you to know they're looking at you. The next thing that is true in this kingdom, ladies and gentlemen, is that Donald J. Trump is the criminal mastermind behind the attack on the United States Capitol on January 6th. That is true. Greetings, Spiker. I see you as well. And the last thing that we now are going to hold true in this kingdom, and then I'm going to open up these boxes and I'm going to talk to the people because I know you all want to be heard. The next thing that is now true as a result is Hunter Biden and President Biden are innocent. No direct payments going to President Biden discovered. There's no crimes being suggested by the committee. So the laptop was not presented today either. So because of that, I am going to have to say, you know what? If you get in the box and you start talking that Hunter Biden stuff, we're going to go back to the basics. Swerving, you and I both know it. Greg, you do too. Where's the docket number? No docket number, no case, innocent. And don't bring O.J. Simpson into this. Okay? Politics and football are two completely different things. A nice try, but you're not going to get away with it. You know OJ is a completely different topic, folks. Cut it out. Yes, sir. All right, I'm going to have a conversation. Oh, yes. Okay. Souls out here. Mr. Nice Guy, these are not, if we're crying on the left, you call them liberal tears, they're tears of joy. Trust me. I cry a lot of times when I'm happy. Poet
Good
Timothy, how are
morning.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. I feel kind of sorry for Republicans. Like they're kind of like people who can get it up but can't quite get it in. And it feels like every investigation is like, oh, oh.
Yeah, they promised us
Yeah.
today we were going to get Hunter's laptop and get the dirt on Joe Biden, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah, but it's just another failed orgasm. Anyway, I
Keep
was,
it
I was,
clean. Oh my, poet Timothy.
well, I was trying to think what Comer could investigate next, and I
Hmm.
decided he could investigate the boom in business that happened to the ice cream shop after he
Oh,
visited. I
oh,
mean,
that
that
has
is
to be some sort of campaign finance violation, right?
it's definitely
Insider
influenced
trading.
peddling.
Insider trading.
It's definitely influence peddling. Like he went to
Oh,
that ice cream shop and then
Mm,
all of a sudden they got more popular, you know.
mm,
Same with
mm.
same with the place where he had a hamburger. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
he should chase
it's
his tail while he's at it, huh?
yeah, I mean, Comer should go ahead and investigate those things
Hmm.
because there's obviously something crooked going on there. I
Oh,
mean,
there's definitely something crooked. Look at his smile. You can tell that's crooked as well, huh?
oh yeah. And then the other thing is that like there's been a big influx of sales of dresses with flowers on them since Jill Biden took office.
You
I mean,
don't say.
yeah, so they should investigate that. There's gotta
Everything.
be.
Everything is subject to being investigated
Yeah.
by James Comer, who I'm going to say is going to go down in American history as probably the worst investigator money can buy.
Yeah, they're just, but I'm looking for the corruption and that they might investigate next, and I'm thinking those two fall pretty well
Mhm.
under possible investigations. So,
You're right. You're right. Tell the
yeah.
truth. So do you think that the Trump supporters are going to finally stop talking about this?
Oh God, no. No.
Really?
No.
What's there to talk
No.
about?
No,
We just absolved them.
they're so dedicated to the idea that there's a deep state and that like everything's rigged. And I mean, they don't even look at the fact that Democrats have passed policies
Good
where
call.
you look for how are the Democrats benefiting from these policies? They're
Right.
not.
Right.
It's the infrastructure, it's the CHIPS Act, it's bringing manufacturing back to the United States.
God
They
bless President Joe
expanded
Biden.
Medicare for all. They raised the payments on Social Security for inflation.
Wow.
They've fought inflation, so that it's falling now. They fought the coronavirus so that vaccines were distributed for free and we're back open and people are spending money and feeling good
Mm.
and the economy's expanding and they just are determined to like see things through, I don't know,
Can,
blue colored glasses. Like they just want to see everything as dark and sad and
mhm.
terrible and
Yeah.
while they're driving their new cars
Yeah.
and
You know
they're
what? You're right, Poetivity. Listen, Trump supporters, please send your gifts to Poetivity. She's telling the truth, and I would rather you give that money to someone who deserves it and not Donald Trump. Okay, so can you please do that for me? Thank
oh
you.
no, send it to
No, no,
him.
no. You deserve it. You
No,
deserve it.
no, you
And I
deserve
know
it.
they
You
got the
deserve it.
money.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm in Maui right now.
Oh, how are you enjoying the lovely United States with all these high gas prices, these eggs, all this stuff is costing? How are you somehow able to go to Maui?
It's a stretch. Like my husband just got offered a big job,
Huh?
more money than he's ever
Oh,
made, and
so unemployment's going down, is what you're saying.
yeah,
Oh,
and I have like I have a business that's doing better than it's ever done, and it
what?
yeah, so
Wait a second. Did I tell you to come in here and tell us that you were thriving under Biden? Did I tell you to do this?
no, no,
Hmm.
no. I'm thriving under Biden. That's what I'm doing. And
Amen.
apparently a lot of other people are too because they're spending money like crazy.
They are.
And
I see them all
uh,
over TikTok, sending
yeah,
gifts,
there's a
sending
ton of
universes.
tourists here in Maui, like a ton of them.
Hmm.
We went yesterday out for a snorkel, which is like $300 to go out for a snorkel. And there was
Hmm.
a whole boatload full of people,
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So people are thriving under Biden. That's
Yeah,
just
that's
what's
right. And if
happening.
you're talking about the banks closing, Mr. Nice Guy, I want you to know why they're closing. Okay. And it's because of Trump. And you want to know
Yeah.
why those trains were, crashing in Ohio? It's because of Trump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the stores here are thriving. Like there's constantly like people spending money. All the restaurants, the prices have gone up. Like every meal is way more expensive here, but there's
But
still
you're
crowded
eating good.
restaurants.
You're eating good. That's what I
Still
like to
crowded
hear.
restaurants. Everybody's got money to spend. It's all
That's
good.
that's exactly what I like to hear. Okay, okay. Because see, these folks out here, quiet as it is kept, they keep trying to pretend like they're struggling, and they
Yeah.
can't make it. But every time I hear from them and see what they're doing, they're
Yeah.
doing exact. They're trying to do exactly what you're doing. They're out there living their best lives. They're out here on TikTok sending gifts, okay,
Yeah.
and thriving under Biden. You Trump supporters, you should thank President Biden because you're thriving under him. Mm,
Yep. Yep.
mm.
Absolutely. I mean, it's all good here. So, yeah, send your money somewhere else. Food bank locally if you need to,
Okay, yeah, donate it to a
Yeah.
good charity. Good,
Yeah,
good.
don't send it to me. I don't need it.
She
So,
doesn't need it. She said
yeah.
donate it to a charity. Don't send it to Trump. Do you want him to send it to Trump?
No, don't send it to Trump. Trump is a
Okay,
grifter. Where did all his money go? Like he had 250 million that he raised immediately on the whole election lie. Like I won, I actually won, I actually won the election. He didn't win the election, but he raised $250 million and all of a sudden all that money's gone. Where'd it go?
really, DJ? Wow,
Where
wow.
did it go?
Mm. Well, listen up, Poetivity. I thank you so much, but I'm going to have to try to get to another guest, okay? And
Yeah,
and,
no,
and,
I
and
just
you
wanted to
take
come up and guess what was going to be the next investigation. Probably that ice cream shop. That's, I think the ice cream shop, but
put him on it. Put Gomer on the next investigation. That's a
yeah,
waste of time, okay? Whatever's at the
yep,
top of that list, put him on it.
yep, yep. Investigate why everybody suddenly liked that ice cream shop more when Biden visited it. You
Oh,
know,
yes. And
I
I'm pretty sure they
mean,
had something to do with it.
yeah, because we know nobody likes Biden, so why would his business go up after that?
No,
What?
Trump supporters love President Biden. Trust me. They listen as much as they talk about President Biden. They love Joe Biden.
Yeah, yeah, that would be great.
Hmm.
I mean that would be a great investigation of him.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Influence peddling at the ice cream shop.
Hmm. Exactly.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for having me up.
You're absolutely welcome, Poetivity. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to Poetivity. She's so awesome. Okay, you heard her. Don't donate to her, donate to a good cause. Okay, and don't sit here and try to pretend like you're broke. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, what we are talking about is this guy right here, James Comer, absolving President Biden and Hunter Biden. Let me read it to you again before I bring up the next guest of what I'm talking about. Go get all your little fake TikTok hosts that love to promote this lie. Bring them in here and let them hear this truth. Here it goes again, ladies and gentlemen. The foreign payments raised questions about Hunter Biden's business activities do not suggest any illegality about the payment from foreign sources. The bank records themselves do not indicate the purpose of the payments. And furthermore, let's go to the next part. Hold on. The latest report does not show any payments made directly to Joe Biden, either as vice president or after leaving office. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, there has been no findings of any crimes or wrongdoing by President Biden or Hunter Biden, according to these Republicans committee that they're on. So, with that being said, let's move on to the next guest, okay, ladies and gentlemen, because this is all about coming out with facts. Okay, facts over feelings, okay? Facts over feelings. Nutty Professor.
It is a
Peace
great
be unto
day to
you.
be in the closet of truth.
What makes me hilarious? Greetings, Nutty Professor. I'm back. I'm back because I want to make sure we tackle one conspiracy a day.
So I heard Chuck Grassley talking about this, and
Mhm.
he was talking about there is no there, and they're so disappointed by that. And they are so freaking disappointed by that when they should be celebrating that. They should be celebrating the fact that we have a president in the White House that's not corrupt. But yet they are so disappointed by the fact that there was no there. All of these records that they wanted from Hunter's bank account, from his laptop,
Right.
there's no there.
Nothing.
But I like the segment, Zeus. I like the segment. I think you should start a segment called "Thriving with Biden." I like that segment.
You do?
It has a
Go
ring.
on.
It has a ring to it.
Mhm.
And so if I can go after Positivity and say I'm thriving with Biden,
All these folks are thriving with Biden. Even
my
Spikers.
my
Even
stocks
James,
are
yeah,
up, my
even
401k
Mr.
is up. You know, my 401k is up. You know, bought another house under Biden. I mean,
Unemployment
You know, so-
numbers are down.
so you know, so I wasn't able to buy another house under Trump. So, but I bought two houses under Biden. So, I mean, it's BS.
Hallelujah.
I'm glad you think it's BS. I'll send you my BS mortgage statement so you can pay my BS mortgage statements. How about that?
They know.
Since it's BS.
I saw Mr. Nice Guy on his video. He's out there on a vacation, lovely beach. He's drinking the best drinks money can buy. He is thriving with Biden. Okay, don't believe these folks when they tell you they're broke. No, they got money. They got properties and they're out here wheeling and dealing. They look like Ric Flair.
Yeah. Now, unlike Positivity, you know, I'm not in Maui. Unfortunately, I'm not in Maui. You know, but like I told you, I'll be out in your neck of the woods at the end of the month.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
just
Come on,
going
get it.
out there to visit some family.
Come on and get it. Come on and get it.
I'm just gonna visit some family. You know,
Yeah.
you know, we have a little extra in the bank account where we're able to do that.
There you go. There you go. You can afford the gas.
So-
is what you're saying.
You know, so gas is not $25 a gallon like they wanted to say that it is. I didn't pay $19 a dozen for eggs, so I did buy eggs over the weekend, and I paid $1.69 for the dozen of eggs. $1.69, folks. And if you want to see my receipts, I'll certainly take the picture of the receipt and show you a dozen of eggs here in Kansas City, Missouri is $1.69. So
You hear that?
so
You hear that?
you know I know they can get.
They're saying you're lying about those egg prices, Nutty Professor.
I'm lying about those.
Yeah,
Okay, I mean that's
where
fine.
are we getting those eggs at? Because inflation is real.
Inflation is real, but you know what? I still paid $1.69 for my dozen of eggs.
Hey man, let's go.
I still paid $1. And maybe you all should go to Aldi's because I got them at Aldi's. $1.69. Yeah.
Thank you. God bless.
Yeah.
God bless President Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I tell you, they are doing such a wonderful job helping Americans live the way they live, thriving. Okay. What do you have to complain about with Biden now? What else can the man do for you?
Yeah, well, you know, there's some people you're just never going to be able to satisfy, and we already know who they are. So we're going to keep thriving under Biden. And, you know, as quiet as it's kept, Zeus, they're thriving too. They just don't want to admit it out loud.
They are. Thank you for those blue waves. Thank you for following the live and checking out a lot of my friends that come in the box. Some on the right. This is where the truth lives. And you're right. You're right, Nutty Professor. They are thriving.
Yeah, they just don't want to admit it. When we should be happy, because when we as a society thrive together and the economy is doing great, then all of us can partake in the goodness, not just the top 1%.
Yeah.
I would much rather all of us partake instead of just a few of us partake.
Right.
But I guess that's the difference between the Democrat and the Republicans, because the Republicans just want it for them, the Democrats want it for everyone.
Thank you. And we want you all to be just as happy and well as we are. Thriving.
So I will let you bring your next guest up, sir. Thank you for letting me have my 2 cents.
You're awesome.
And I'm gonna stay out here. I'm gonna keep on thriving with Mr. Biden
You're welcome. Thank you.
and Mrs. Harris.
Kamala. God bless Kamala Harris.
God
And
bless her.
wonderful
God love
work.
her. As the president would say, God love her.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Yes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we do over here in this kingdom. Okay? We don't promote lies and misinformation. Hello, Reese. We just get in here and we testify. I want you all to understand. If you spend any more time today or any more time on TikTok talking about Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and some sort of crimes, I just want you to know you're wasting valuable time. Okay? Because the jig is up. We catch you. I go to your TikTok as soon as these people start crying. I don't have any money in my pocket. Look at my 401k. It's now a 402k. It's a 403k. That's what they say. I go right onto their TikTok page and I look at it and I see them. They're riding around in fancy cars. They got different they're going to these parties. They're living it up. They're at these vacation resorts. Shirts are off. Thriving. Sipping pina colada with their toes. Their toes are just pointing up. You could never see toes point this high unless they're thriving with Biden. And I see them and I go, well, if this is what you call suffering, what is living? Because as far as I'm concerned, you're doing very well. These same folks will then get in their cars. You should see these cars. Corvettes, Maseratis, Jaguars, Porsches. They get into those cars. And guess what? They get on TikTok and they go, the gas prices, I just can't do it anymore. The gas. It's not the gas prices, okay? It's not the eggs. It might be that BMW though. It might be that what else do they have? Those Maseratis. It might be that Lambo. Okay, it might be that Spider that you riding in that's making you feel that way, but it ain't those gas prices. Cut it out. Hudson versus West. Spiker, what are you talking about? Let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. They don't like me because I tell the truth. Well, guess what? I'd rather be realer than you than to believe a lie. Cece, good morning.
Good morning.
How are
Good
you?
morning. Good morning. Can you
How
hear
are
me
you
okay?
Huh?
No?
I can hear you.
You can?
Yes.
Okay. Going after grandchildren?
Who said that?
This fool behind you.
Oh, James Comer. Oh, Lord. He's doing that now?
He's going after 9. He named them. He named them the brother, the son,
Oh.
the children of the sons and the grandchildren.
Wow. How low
Oh, yes.
can you go?
How low can you go? It's disturbing.
It is disturbing.
And Mr. George Santos, did you hear about him this morning?
Republicans behaving badly.
A $500,000 bond.
500,000?
$500,000 bond. Yes.
Wow.
Every single day it's something. But they deny. Help me to understand. Can you help me to understand?
I really can't make it make sense, but I'll say this. A lot of people think that if they bury their head in the sand like an ostrich, it'll all just go away. Okay? And I'm here to tell them, unfortunately, that's not the truth.
Not the truth.
No, you will get caught for all kinds of disgusting and dirty deeds that you're a part of. George Santos, he was taking the campaign money, from what I've heard. Was it 7 counts of wire fraud or something like that?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And
Go into the movie store.
stealing money from a veteran who was trying to raise money for his poor dog, and he stole that money.
Wow.
Isn't he special?
A special kind of criminal.
And let me ask you this.
Why is Comer investigating that?
Oh no, because he's on their side. But I have this question. If that was one of our Democrats that we voted in and we found out about all this crookedness, do you think that we would allow him to sit there like that?
No, 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 absolutely not. Because we
And
have high standards for people that are in leadership positions.
and do you think the Republicans would not be raising Cain about that?
Oh, they would be raising Cain times 10.
Uh,
If if
yeah.
if if, if a Democrat did a smidget of what these folks are doing, they would be up in here having a fit, a hissy fit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, it would be breaking news. And also, from what I understand, E. Jean Carroll, there's a possibility that she may have another case against that thing. You know,
Against Trump?
yes, that rapist.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
yes.
A lot of people say he wasn't convicted of that. He was just convicted of SA. What do you say to that, CC?
I think you're disgusting, despicable, and you
T.
should be
Baker.
ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed.
You should be.
Look,
Cut it out,
the-
folks.
I'm older, as you know, and
Well, you
I've been
don't say.
around. I've been around the block, and no disrespect to all men, but
Mm-hmm.
I know how you men, not you, babe, not you.
Okay, okay, keep it clean.
Okay, I know how some of you men
Mm,
operate. Been there, done that.
mm.
And you know what? There are things that happen that you don't want to report.
That's
You
right.
feel so bad about what
Mm,
took place, and then you wonder if you're going to be believed.
mm.
That's the reason why a lot of women don't come forth.
Right, right, right.
It's just, I'm just,
So do you believe E. Jean Carroll, CC? Because there's a lot
absolutely.
of I did a bit earlier today. Republicans for Trump weigh in on Donald Trump's verdict, and these women, they're still out there. Some of them, I just can't imagine he did something like this. I don't know. These women should have said something. How could you forget such details about something so traumatic, right? So what would you say to those people who believe that?
Shame on you.
Shame!
And there is one particular female that I absolutely love on these lives.
Ooh.
And I was so disappointed in her saying that she didn't believe Carol, that she didn't believe the women during the Kavanaugh. Was it
Mm,
Kavanaugh?
mm,
Didn't believe the women there.
mm,
And I just, I couldn't wrap my head around it.
mm.
I cannot wrap my head around why, oh, because she waited so long. I don't care.
We don't care.
Guilt is guilt.
Guilt
Period.
is
Period.
guilt. Period. Dot.
Yes.
Thank you, CC, for always.
Thank you, honey, for letting me up here. You are my triple H.
Hey!
And I think that you should have 3 shows a day.
Unfortunately, that's not going to be possible until the DNC starts to cut Zeus real money. Okay,
Oh, that's
as
something
they
else.
say.
That's something else in the comments people are saying.
Yes,
Oh,
they say
they're
I'm a
paying.
Democrat operative.
They're saying they're paying you, and I said yes. He is being paid big bucks doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
believe it.
man. You are
James Comer, come
becoming
investigate it.
you're becoming a millionaire and don't even know it.
Tell him, CC. Tell him. Thank you,
I'm
Peace and
telling
Love.
them. I'm
Tell him.
telling them.
Now,
Y'all should be
ladies and
ashamed of
gentlemen,
yourself.
huh?
And those slugs that are standing behind you, they're gonna get their karma.
Mm.
Karma, buddy,
Tell them.
karma.
Tell them. Tell
I'm a
them,
true
please.
believer in karma. I've
Mhm.
seen it happen with my own eyes.
Listen up. All right,
With my
CC.
own eyes, I have seen it.
Tell them.
So, just keep on keeping on what you're doing back there in that background there, Republicans.
Mm.
It's going to backfire. It's going
It's
to
gonna get you.
backfire.
It's gonna get you. Like the good
Yes, it
Lord, when he
is.
catch you, he gonna get you.
That's right. Okay,
Okay.
buddy bear. You
Thank you.
take care.
All right.
I look forward to you every single day, but I overslept this morning.
That's totally fine. I put all these videos on YouTube, so if you ever want to get
Oh,
caught up,
oh,
they're
oh,
there.
honey, I watch everything you put.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Cece. I
I
appreciate it.
appreciate you so much. I
As well.
appreciate your truth. I appreciate your truth, your honesty,
That's
you're
right.
humble,
Mm.
and golly day, you're handsome.
Tell them, Cece. They know it.
You are so you are.
Thank you.
If I was just younger.
Cut it out, Cece. Keep it clean. Now I
Love
gotta
you,
bring up the
buddy.
next person. All right.
All right, honey, love you.
All right. Love you too, Cece. Keep
Bye,
it clean out
guys.
there. Don't get into none of this wild stuff.
I'm gonna try not to.
All right. All right. All right. Let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, ladies. Round of applause for CC, ladies and gentlemen. All I ask is you get in the box, tell the truth. No cursing in this platform. All right. James, or is it Jams?
Jam.
Jams, greetings. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you, man? Representing from Chicago. You know,
Shout out to Chicago. How's it
Windy
out
City.
there? How's it out there in
Man.
Chicago?
It's actually great out here right now, man. We have some amazing weather, and the sun is shining today, so that's a really good thing. And hey, man, it's positive vibes everywhere, man, because everything in Chicago is moving along. We got a new mayor. We're gonna see what Brendan's gonna do. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the things that he's gonna do and helping the communities and stuff. And we're gonna
So,
try to get things back on track.
so you're thriving with Biden?
Oh man, thriving with Biden, and yeah, we living good out here in Chicago, man. We ain't having no
Hey,
problems
shout
out here, man.
out.
I mean, now every now and then, don't get me wrong, the young kids because they don't have anything to do. On the weekend they try to run down
April.
here and act wild and do all this stuff.
Right.
So my brother he has a foundation and some of his friends they've gotten together and we're gonna try to put together some programs to help the kids have some things to do and take them on some field trips and stuff like that out of state. My brother's his foundation is called the Quo Hope Foundation. He's doing a lot of really great things here in Chicago, man. He's also the king
Nice.
of bar mitzvahs.
I love the great news, and I appreciate you testifying from on high that you
Oh yeah,
can be in Chicago, the Windy
absolutely,
City, and
absolutely.
still be thriving. So
Always.
why are so many people that I hear that are from the Chicago area telling me they're struggling? They say I can't afford the gas. They say
I will tell you this, man. It is expensive here in the city. I ain't saying it wasn't expensive.
right,
It
right,
is
right, right,
definitely
right. That's
expensive,
that's
of
fine.
course. But I mean, any big major city is expensive. So it's kind of like, what do you do? You live in a big
Exactly.
major city, man. You got to
It's
make adjustments.
mm,
You gotta, sometimes people. I mean, like, I'll give you an example. Like, so I'm in the music business
right.
and I'm in the clubs and stuff like around here all the time. Dude, there's young people out here popping bottles at $700 a pop, like it
What?
means nothing all night long in the clubs out here, man. So
What?
they gotta be doing something to get money, man. And the restaurants are slammed. Every time I walk outside and everybody's sitting outside the cafes eating, and you know,
Wow.
I, I don't
They
I
ain't
don't I don't know
missing a
where it
meal.
is, man.
You're telling me
I'm not
these
saying
folks
like once
aren't
again.
missing a meal.
I'm not, man. Well, where I live at, they're not. I mean, of course, but some areas, of course, they are. But I mean,
Wow.
what you want in life, man, you really have to put in the work to make happen and believe in yourself,
Yeah,
and just put in the work, man. You can't sit around and wait and think that somebody's going to hand you something or someone owes you something.
that's right.
Unfortunately, today, man, people have this attitude and mentality. They feel like someone owes them something when no
Mm.
one owes you anything. You owe yourself to be the
Hey.
best version and the greatest version of yourself. And
Ooh,
if you
you
don't do
dropping
that,
bars.
if you don't do that, then you can't complain. And I'm gonna give you one more of my good philosophies that I live by. You ready for this?
Okay.
Your ego is not your amigo. Don't be guided by your ego. I mean,
Uh-huh.
don't be driven by your ego. Be guided by your spirit and
Woo.
walk in your love and walk in your light, man.
Hey,
That's how I live
man.
my life. I'm known as Jams Ride, the positive vibe.
I
All
love
right?
it, brother.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I love your show. And we're
Thank
gonna
you.
ride these Republicans until they throw in the towel, man. Because for people to believe that the Republican Party is gonna help you when Ronald Reagan, their great all saint of all saints, created the trickle down theory, and it's been 40 plus years, and it ain't trickled down yet. It's
It
only
ain't
trickled up.
trickling
So let's
down.
stop the lies. Let's stop the lies, man. It's only about truth now, for real.
I agree.
All right.
Yes,
Great talking
sir.
with you, my friend. I'm not gonna stay online. I want to let someone else get up, man, because I know you got
Fair
to do work.
enough.
All right.
Hey,
You
listen,
you
I
be great, man.
appreciate you, and you're
Continue.
always welcome to come back and testify, brother. I
Absolutely,
appreciate it.
man. I'm gonna say continue to let your light shine bright. You're one of the brightest and one of the greatest on TikTok. One love, brother.
Thank
Peace.
you, brother. I appreciate that. You stay blessed out there too.
All right, man.
Yes. You see that, ladies and gentlemen? I don't have to coach people and ask them to come in here and say this stuff. This is direct results. This is evidence that the message is working. The truth that we're all getting in here and sharing amongst each other, it's working. It's spreading like wildfire to the people out there that are still hell-bent on getting President Biden and Hunter Biden. Cut it out. You hear this? You're thriving with Biden at the end of the day. Yes, Chicago thriving. Yes, you can put it in the comments as many times as you want. I don't mind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who else we can hear from out here in this lovely kingdom. Greetings. Let me see. I don't see it. I see we're timing out. Uh-oh. We may have to move on to the next guest because it's not coming through. Don't put those FJB comments out there. You know you need to cut it out. I guess it's not working. Oh, it's not working. Hold on. Disconnect. There you go. End now. Let's move it on. Okay. All right. Today, today in the kingdom, we are absolving Hunter Biden and President Biden of all wrongdoing. Okay. James Comer released all he had today, and we still don't have Hunter's laptop and no evidence of crimes. Greetings, Michael. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Have we
I
done
got to
business?
say, and please, I hope you let me talk. First off, the investigation isn't done yet, and secondly, you keep putting people on saying they're thriving with Biden. I volunteer for Meals on Wheels in my town because that's what I want to do. But anyway, do you know how many older folks I see coming to the door crying because they can't afford to buy their food no more? And you're going to sit here like a pig and say everything's good and everybody's thriving. You are so full of crap, brother. It isn't funny. And
Michael.
shame on you. I take care of white folk, black folk, every folk, and people are suffering. So get your facts straight. And guess what? 80% of Americans are living.
Well, Michael, you get your facts straight. Okay, first of all, you do not come into the kingdom and try to defile it. Okay? You want to yell at somebody? Yell at yourself. Okay? You, first of all, don't represent all Americans. That's the next thing. And to get in here and tell me this case, this investigation is not over. Where are the receipts? I read it to you loud and clear. Read it again. The bank records themselves do not indicate the purpose the payments were made. And the committee does not suggest any illegality about the payment from foreign sources. Biden, listen up. What else? Okay. The report does not show any payments made directly to Joe Biden, either as vice president or after leaving office. So, and what else did it say? There is no, they uncovered no evidence after multiple subpoenas about the bank accounts. So as far as I'm concerned, you're frustrated, okay? And I get it. You're frustrated because of the choices you made in life, okay? Live with that. You get out here, you send all your money to Donald Trump, and I know you do, and you complain about the work you're doing. First of all, you're supposed to work. You're a man. Get out here and work like everybody else. Don't cry because you got to work. You know you read that Bible, and what does it say? Man shall work by the sweat of his brow. Okay, so You get in here and you start crying because you got to work. I don't feel sorry for you. I work just as much as you, if not harder. Yeah, I work just as hard as you, if not harder. And a lot of these people that come in here and they talk, they work too. I'm not sitting here trying to say there aren't people out here that aren't struggling, because that would be me being disconnected from the realities. But what I am going to say is, just because one person is struggling doesn't mean all of us are. Some of us are actually out here working and making a difference, okay? And you know what? You're a victim of your own mindset. I talked about it yesterday. There is power in positivity and positive thinking. If you think from a depressed point of view, that's the outcome you're going to get. Don't blame President Biden. Don't blame Donald Trump. Blame yourself. See, I've been where you are. I have. Okay, but I had to reinvent myself and change the game. That's how I became who I am. You don't like the fact that I'm sitting here? That's your problem. You could go, listen, you got an app called TikTok. Go on it, go live, and share your message. That's it. I have nothing to do with that. And no one else on TikTok has anything to do with that. But I will say this, it does say a lot about your work ethic. Perhaps your work ethic doesn't allow for you to be consistent and persistent like me. And at the end of the day, that's not my problem, that's yours. Now, I'll continue to do what I have been doing, addressing the misinformation out here on TikTok, okay? James Comer promised us he was going to have the dirt on President Biden. Where's the laptop? I haven't seen it. Where are the crimes? I haven't seen it. So instead of just conceding and saying, you know what, Zeus, we're going to give it to you, there's no evidence. You spend the bulk of your time yelling and arguing. I've been there, done that, folks. It doesn't get me. It doesn't move me. Not one bit. I will continue to do this kind of work. Now let's open up the box. I got more people I want to talk to. Oh, heaven. You're here. Greetings.
Zeus, brother Zeus, how are you, sir?
Yes, I'm doing all right. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic, and thank you so much for letting me up. I appreciate you.
Anytime. You're always welcome in the kingdom.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
You're thriving with Biden.
Yes, it is. Hey, those words you just mentioned, so
Yes.
true. So
Yes.
true. Work hard every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Don't
Grown
sleep
men
if you have
crying.
to. Yeah.
Tell 'em.
It blows my mind. I know how you do it. I do not know how you do it. Energy draining when people yell like that.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I wanted to come in for one reason.
talk to him.
You know, I was like, oh, these people are so nice on TikTok. Yeah, they get angry sometimes. Let me just befriend them and let me try my best to be part of whatever's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately,
I
someone
am.
made a threat on my life the other day.
Oh,
A
I'm sorry to hear
casual
that.
threat. No, it's fine. I'm fine. But a casual threat on your life is never something you should not take seriously.
Right.
But to hear it on a live, it's with people that we both know, and we can talk offline about who it is. But
Yeah,
it
we
just
can.
made me feel like it's not. This isn't the place for that, y'all.
Yeah.
This is information that Zeus has prepared for us.
Yes.
Other people's lives, take that somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to learn and to listen and
Yeah.
observe.
That's right. And that's why I have no problem putting sanctions in place, okay? Because the kingdom cannot be defiled at all. And I would encourage all of you, safeguard your mind and continue to do this work that we do.
Yes. And Brother Zeus, you know, I do appreciate you, man, but, you know, I touched down here, and when I touched down, the ground shook.
Oh.
Whenever I come to Northern California,
Oh.
it's like there's a force of energy.
You're out in the Bay? Are you in the Bay?
Yes, I am, sir. Yes, I am. It's cloudy today, but I'm out here.
Oh, listen. Oh, shout out to the Bay Area. Bay Area, stand up.
It's
I
not
love
Southern
it.
California, but it'll do. It'll do. For
Oh, you
tonight.
in SoCal. That's good.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. We
Well,
got the same thing.
Come on now, Zeus. You got to keep the truthful thing
But I
going,
don't
right?
want to. Oh, never mind. I know what
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
I don't want to hear about them Lakers. Not one word.
No,
You
man.
tried to sneak that in on me.
No, Zeus, we do appreciate what you do, though, man, and the preparation and the time and
Yeah,
effort. We do really do appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
man. Zeus, let me just say one thing. The family that you have built online is very impressive.
Yes.
Everybody likes you, right? And so when people come in negative and or saying negative things about you in other lives, it doesn't comport with reality.
No.
Suspending yourself from truth and reality is just a sign of a mental illness.
Well, I thank you for those words of encouragement. Okay, and yeah, I can't take responsibility for how others, conduct themselves out here. But you know what I've told these people? I said, at the end of the day, you have people that love you and care about you watching how you're acting out here. So it's really not about me. It's about you.
Look inward, y'all. I
Yeah,
mean, look in the mirror. A couple months back, you would tell us to look in the mirror.
yeah.
Everybody should take self-inventory. It can't be the person on the other side of the screen that's causing this mental block. It has to be partly something's going on inside, y'all.
Absolutely. Like I've asked him, what exactly have I done to you? What have I done? Nothing, but told you the truth. And probably set a few of your friends free.
Right. And when they say Zeus lies, well, what does Zeus lie about? Crickets. He's not lying to y'all. You just don't want to hear it. It's a mental block. It's very disturbing. But I'm gonna keep enjoying myself. I laugh every day, every morning.
Well,
We have a good time, and we have
yeah,
the cause of truth. We get even more
more,
information.
more direct truth, okay, with no soundboard, just me bringing facts, okay? And if you don't like it, you can leave.
Right? There's a thousand other lies going on right now that can lie to you and make you feel good. One of my favorite lines is, "I'd rather be riddler than you." And
Oh,
I got that
absolutely.
from you.
Thank you. Listen, mm,
Yeah, man.
listen, brother.
Thanks
I
for having me
listen.
up.
Besides that purple hat, you know what? You might listen. You're gonna go very far in the kingdom.
Hey, shout out to CC, Angela, all the family. We love y'all. Everybody's doing good today, and we appreciate you, Zeus.
I appreciate all of you as well, and thank you so much for once again coming in and saying those kind words.
No problem. You even got attacking, not using cuss words, man. This is a good platform here. We do love
Hey,
you.
I appreciate it. I try.
Yeah, man. You have a good one, man. We'll take off.
All right, you too, and go Warriors.
Oh, bro.
If you know what's good for you, if you know what's good for you, go Warriors.
I'm not gonna even diss you on your platform, bro. Triple H, man. I'll see you.
All right, see ya. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. You see, it's not that hard to come into the live and simply tell your truth. Okay? Don't get out here and start trying to blame Zeus for any of the stuff that's going on in your life. I had nothing to do with it. Cut it out. Now let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. We got another guest. Let's see if it works. Brother Anthony, I don't want to talk about those Lakers. DJ
What's
Podcast,
good, my brother? What's good? What's good? What's good?
what's good? How are you?
Man, I am living the life. I am thriving under Biden.
God bless President Joe Biden. I
Woo,
tell you, that
woo.
guy got something going on in these lovely United States, doesn't he?
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you some truth, man, that I know is gonna trigger these guys. But hey, who cares? Who cares?
What is this truth you speak of? Because Zeus
We
loves it.
are seeing so much infrastructure here in North Carolina that the community that I live in Wilmington,
Mm,
we are at our lowest in unemployment.
what?
Our African and well, let me put it like this here, because it's not about the African community. It's about the homeless community.
Mm,
It's about the unemployment. It's about the drug use, and
oh,
it's about the drug dealers.
oh,
Our arrests are down,
what?
our drugs are down,
What?
and the employment, not unemployment, but the employment is at its highest here.
Woo-wee.
We are buying property here. We are actually thriving here,
Mm,
and there's actually people
mm,
that are contributing from the upper class community into
mm.
the lower class community.
Wow.
We are actually getting somewhere here in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Listen up,
So,
ladies and gentlemen. More
so
evidence. Biden's
to
policies
Biden,
are at
yeah,
work
to
and
Biden's
working.
policies, two thumbs up, brother.
2 thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Don't
Two
believe these
thumbs
folks.
up.
DJ, what do you
And
say to these
two,
folks that are out here saying Biden is making it harder to live and they can't afford the eggs? What do you say to these folks?
I say stop by your local farms and go buy it from those guys, because those guys are giving up cartons
Mm,
of eggs for $2 and $3.
mm.
Uh, Stop driving 5 and 10 miles away from your house to get a damn carton of eggs, and you won't pay 6 and 7.
Fair enough. You might need to change where you're buying your groceries. Fair
You
enough.
might need to change where you're buying your groceries.
Mm, mm. I love it. I love it. I do appreciate folks coming in here and piercing that bubble of lies and showing real Americans all over the United States that there are people who are actually thriving in this economy. Because not everybody's doing as bad as they like to put on Fox News. As you see these videos that go viral, they think because the video goes viral, that's really what's happening in 90% of the world. No! Come on,
Well, it
folks.
is happening. It is happening in the red states because of the politicians are lining their pockets with the money that was allocated for the people.
Mm.
But for
Some
the
are. Some
yeah,
are.
some are. And you know what? With the great thing is, man, is that not everyone is spreading their lies.
Right.
So you can go in to certain places that used to be all upset and all wound up tight. But you go in some of these places now, man, and these people are smiling at you as you're coming in. These people
Owning.
are saying, "How can we help you? How can you be, how can we be of service? Do you need a job?" I've had 3 job offers within the last year since
Wow.
I've been here.
You see that
And
unemployment is just going to keep coming down, even for black people.
there is help wanted signs
Hmm.
all over the place, man. And these people are out here working, man. I mean, if you go through the communities that used to be like, paper all over the ground and
Right.
people out, and crime and all that stuff, you can go to these neighborhoods now, man, and you'll be
Tell 'em.
like, wait a minute, who lives out here? Is this the same community that was 6 months ago? No,
Right.
these people are thriving.
Why do you think people that are on the right keep saying it's hard out here? What do you think, because that was a lot of anger we heard, right? Where is that coming from?
Well, you know what? They got no life. They got nothing going on for them, and they just want everybody to think that you know. I mean, I don't know. I can't get into their minds. I
Fair
don't
enough.
know, but
Fair
they
enough.
just got to be some miserable people, man. They just got to be some miserable people, just
Well,
like Mr. Nice Guy.
that's why I tell people safeguard your mind. Stay out of these lives on TikTok with these fake
Yeah,
TikTok hosts
yeah.
that are just trying to scare you into submission. Fox News tried it, and look at how it turned out for them. They ended up having to pay, and they're still going to continue to pay.
Well, people like Mr. Nice Guy, man. They they make it to a certain place, man, and then the next thing you know, well, if I done it, why can't you do it? And you can hear the hate in his voice for people that that just want the same opportunity that he has.
Mm,
In every race, in every kind of people, man, you got people that are lazy. You got people that don't want to work.
yeah,
We
I,
we're not making excuses for them. We're not
no.
making excuses for them. Not
Tell
at
them.
all.
Tell them. We
But
just we just want you
but
to know
for
that there's more than one avenue towards success. Okay, you don't
look,
gotta accept what people say as the status quo. You know, you can get on out here, get onto the Democrat side, and start seeing life for what it really is.
Hey man, hey listen, this brother right here has no idea what we're talking about. But I guarantee you, I'm finna walk up on him and I'm gonna surprise you now. So
Who?
we know that this is not planned. But I
Who?
have seen this brother right here work for the past couple of years out here, and he's thriving and he's doing good. Will you please tell these people?
What you got going on, boss?
Who are we talking about, DJ?
My name is Aaron Harris.
Oh,
I'm
Aaron. Greetings. How are you?
doing good. How y'all doing?
We're doing all right. We're just talking about what's going on in these lovely United States of America. You're talking to Zeus, aka Triple H, okay?
Oh man,
All
yeah,
right.
that's a touchy fucking subject, but I
Well,
guarantee
well,
you,
well, we keep it clean now. We don't use those profanity on this live, but you're on
okay.
TikTok and people can hear
My
you.
bad, my bad, my bad.
But you know, we're talking about how's life for you right now. Would you say that you're struggling right now to put gas in your car?
Yeah,
You are.
yeah. It's so
Oh,
much I have to alternate between a bike and my car to go to work.
really? You have a bike and a car?
Yeah.
Hmm. Was it like that before Biden got in office?
Shit, no. Oh, excuse my language, but no, it was
Hmm.
not.
Oh, it wasn't.
Paycheck was a little fatter too.
Mm, mm. So you hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Some people have a different experience. Why do you think you're in this situation? If we were to ask you, what would you say is the main reason things are like this for you?
Uh, recently I just realized that I'm in another tax bracket. So instead of what I would have gotten a year ago I would have gotten a tax return. Now my tax return is like less than $50.
But you know whose fault that is, right?
Oh yeah, it's Biden's.
No,
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 this is
How?
Donald because it's still his tax law.
no. It's Trump's tax plan.
Yeah, still Trump's tax law.
Yes, you're still under Trump's tax plan.
And you still up on his tax plan.
Well,
So, Aaron, what do you think about that?
uh, yeah, I mean, all I can do is just be a squirrel trying to get a nut every day. That's all I can do. I mean, shoot, you know what I mean? I can't really worry about what them people up top do because
Mm,
at the end of the day, it don't really benefit me to stress out and worry about what them folks do.
mm, mm. Well, you know, I do commend the fact that you're still getting up and getting out here and going to work, right? You're not one of these people that complains because they got to work, are you?
No.
Do you believe men like us should be out here working?
Yeah, most definitely. At least setting an example at there at least.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And see, you and I agree on that. You shouldn't be sitting at home crying and complaining about not having any money if you're not working.
Because it's like my dad once told me one time. He said, this is when I was younger. I was probably about 13. And I told him I was depressed about something. And he said, I bet you if you had and this is just a man speaking to a man. He said, I bet you if you had
Absolutely.
three women in your bedroom, $50,000 in a checking account, you wouldn't be sad. I said, you right about that?
Ah! Wow. So what do
Yep.
you think is the moral to that story? Because it's an interesting story. You know, I personally I don't need all of that, but in that context, what do you think the moral to that story is?
I took two things from it.
Mm,
One, you got to get out and go get it. Ain't
mm,
nobody gonna give it to you. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing in this world. You're not owed nothing once you leave that womb at all.
mm. Listen up.
Second of all, if you want to be the boss, you got to pay the cost. Just that simple.
He telling you the truth. He is telling you the truth. See, and
All
that's
right,
the
all
angle
right.
that I want to approach this from. Okay, a lot of
Yeah,
people,
yeah, well,
huh?
Yeah. Well, this is me now. This is me back. I guess he's got to get back to work.
He's back at
Yeah,
work though. Congratulations though. I love the fact that
yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah,
working.
exactly. That was my point. That the brothers, I've been seeing him work, for the last couple of years out here. His situation, like I have no knowledge of his situation. That's
Right,
why I put him on the phone unknowingly,
right.
unknowingly.
All
And everybody's entitled to their own facts of
but
life. You know
but
what I
we
mean?
did have to help him kind of see who's behind that tax plan, right? And so I hope we planted a seed in his mind that sparks more insight and thought into what's really going on. But
Yeah,
he
well,
has the core. He has the core that's needed to go, which is he needs to understand he has to get up and get it himself and stop blaming other people.
exactly. The thing is, Zeus, when you got issues and problems, you got to have somebody to blame it on. You feel me?
Oh, that's
So
not good though. That's unhealthy.
yeah, that's not good.
I listen. I've been that person before where everybody else was the problem except me, and I got the results that I got. But the moment I woke up, yes, woke, and I took accountability, and I said, listen, there's only one person stopping me from success, and that's me. And I started to do my own thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you see the proof right there. That's why they call me Triple H, aka Zeus. All right,
and
DJ, I gotta
and
move
and
to
it's
the
the
next
same.
person.
It's the same situation for me. It's until I took accountability for my own mistakes and for my
That's right.
own mess ups. Yeah, things were everybody else's fault. But once I took accountability and once I started applying myself, look, I've been on one job for 9 years. I've been on my second job for going
Testify.
on 2 years, and I run my own company on the weekend. So, hey, until you start doing your own thing, hey,
I don't want to hear it. All right, DJ, I got to get to the next guest. All right,
all right,
brother.
my brother. All right,
I
have a good one,
appreciate
man. Hey,
everything you
man,
do.
keep up the
And
good
please,
work, and tell poetically to write a book. I will buy it. I absolutely love her.
oh, well, I hope she hears those words and gets to it. And yes, write that book, and I hope I am in the book as well.
All
All
right, my
right.
brother, have a good one, man. Keep up the good work, man.
All right, you too. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. We had, I don't know if I'm going to get to everybody, but I gotta, get out of here. But I'm going to try to get a couple more in. Greetings. Greetings. Hello. Going once. Going twice. Gone. Well, makes my life a little easier when they don't next come through. Um. All right. Ex
My,
Mojo. Greetings.
my old friend Zeus, how are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How are you? Is your energy
Doing all right.
good? Are you in a good place today?
I'm in a good place today.
Okay, because I gotta make sure things aren't going on and people are transferring their energy onto me.
Oh, yeah, no, I hear you. I tell you, I mean, I know it's a hard year to be a Trumper, but I'm not one of them, so I'm doing okay.
Good, 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 good. I'm
You,
glad to hear that. I'm here today because I am talking about. Oh, I saw a connection timed out issue. Hello, April. Are you still there? Exmo, are you still there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay, I saw a message flash across the screen. Okay, April says you are a friend of hers. I'm here today because James Comer he came out with his big announcement, and we were supposed to see Hunter Biden's laptop. We didn't get to see it. We were supposed
No,
to find out what crimes President Biden and Hunter Biden committed, and they didn't show up with any. So, what are your
oh,
thoughts
no.
about that?
My thoughts are, isn't that a strange stroke of luck to happen on the day that George Santos turns his ass in
Oh, keep
for
it clean.
and turns his ass in and
Hey,
asks.
hey, hey, we keep it clean now. Come
Oh,
on.
sorry. And
Yeah.
asks McCarthy, a gentleman and a scholar that is, Mr. McCarthy, a
Right.
Speaker McCarthy, to
Right.
remove his buttocks from Congress forever, sir.
You think
So
that's what's
I,
going to happen? Did that happen?
yeah, he asked him to remove him from Congress
Who asked?
because George Santos.
George
Yep,
Santos asked McCarthy to remove him from Congress.
because he can't represent his constituents while he's in prison, while he's in jail, and he's in custody right now. They're waiting for him to be arraigned right now. I
Oh.
mean, he's basically I mean, he knows his goose is cooked. He can't do anything about it at this point. He's gone.
Mm.
And I'm just saying, Hunter Biden's indictment, haven't seen it yet. George Santos' indictment, seen it. We got same week that we've got Donald Trump got his, took us in the ringer for assaulting a woman in the 90s he thought he had gotten away with for the rest of his life. Turns out that's not true. Now I have gotten a lot of heat on my page because I published a video yesterday saying, or this morning, one of those, saying, guys, let's be honest. It's not going to change anything for Donald Trump politically. It's important that it happened. But the fact of the matter is, Donald Trump's supporters, they like that he does this. They think it makes him macho.
Oh.
They and frankly, the evangelicals, they'll keep voting for him because in their eyes, he hasn't broken any commandments, because that's not one of their precious 10 commandments they want to put in classrooms, that you shouldn't do that to a woman. Now, it's unless you, of course, you consider it adultery, which I mean, that's another thing. And that, I mean, it's not a mystery. Donald Trump is a serial adulterer, and that hasn't bothered them so far. I don't know why it would start doing it now, considering when he has been, according to a jury of his peers, decided that he did, in fact, assault this woman in the 90s. So I'm just saying, the day of the values voters.
You're saying if they continue to endorse Donald Trump, they are endorsing someone who is liable for SA?
Yeah. And they're going to do it. And they're going to do it. I mean, and you know, it's their right to do it. I'm just saying, let us see the end of people saying, well, it's about character and I vote according to character. That is not part of the stipulations when you get Donald Trump in office after he has been proven to be a
What would you describe Donald Trump's character as in your assessment? How would you describe him if you were to?
I'd call him a grifter, and I would call him a liar, and I would call him a narcissist. And yeah, I mean, and I don't think any of those things are.
Abuser?
I would definitely call him abuser. I would also call him some words that are technically accurate but not allowed on TikTok. That are legal, that are now legally accurate. It's a legally accurate way to describe him, to call him a and I'm sorry, but that's true. I mean, in the age where first we had this conversation about Justice Kavanaugh, now we're having this conversation about Donnie. I'm sorry. At some point, we're just going to have to come clean about the fact that in their conservative circles in this community, this is a liked thing. This is a thing they like in their politicians and community.
They like that their politicians are criminals?
Yes. Well, criminals is the loose term, but I mean specifically that this is the way women are treated. They're misogynistic criminals, if we were to put it in that way. And I personally, I don't see that changing anytime soon. But if it were to change, it would be to everyone's benefit, and I would be happy to say I was wrong. So
that's a lot of heavy content right there, X Mojo. I'm having a hard time disagreeing. And so to the people on the right, now is your chance to get off this nasty train that's heading to hell. It's heading to hell real fast, okay? Get off right now, okay? Because next stop will be hell. I'm just so sorry to tell you this. You're on the train with the devil himself, Donald J. Trump. No remorse for his conduct at all. I listened to him on Truth Social. No remorse at all. Thank you, Digital Philosophy. I've never seen anybody as brazen as this guy do what he does, get as far as he gets, and turns around and tells the person, the victim, they are the problem. Then,
That's right.
then you get guys like this, James Comer, who are so terrified to call him out on it that they spend all their days in Congress looking at Hunter Biden and President Biden.
Yep. And I mean, look, I don't know how much time you have. I don't want to take up all of
I
it.
gotta run actually, but
Okay. I just want to say real quickly that when Donald Trump's attorneys decided that they were done presenting evidence in the E. Jean Carroll case that just concluded, that it was after that deposition was shown, which I had reported on earlier, that this was true, that he had mistaken his, E. Jean Carroll in a photograph for Marla Maples, his wife, etc. And I was told I was a liar who watched CNN. Shame on me.
Right.
But then they decided, when they decided not to let him take the stand, not to continue defending him, is when he turned to the lawyer had asked him, E. Jean Carroll's lawyer, who is a woman, asked him, when you said you wouldn't have done this to E. Jean Carroll because she's not your type, are you suggesting her appearance disqualifies her as somebody you would do that awful thing to? And he said, not just her appearance, but the way that she talks and everything about her.
Wow.
And then turns and looks at her and he says, you, for example, I wouldn't do, you're not my type either. I'm sorry if that offends you. This guy thinks in his mind women want him to do that to them all the time, and that they're disappointed to find out he doesn't find them to be the kind of person he puts in his Class A category for SA. It's like, why do you have a category at all? And what kind of person prides themselves on it?
A disgusting, filthy pig. And like I said, are there any women in the comment section that are Trump supporters that would love to kiss Donald Trump? If so, please send a guest request before I get out of here, because I want to know what you find attractive about him. It's one of the most bizarre things I've ever heard of. They say he's Jesus reincarnated. Okay, please come on live TikTok and tell us all why you would kiss that man's crusty lips. You know his breath smells like cheeseburgers. All right, Exmo, I gotta wrap it up.
It's good to see you. Thanks for having me in the kingdom.
All right, you're welcome. Oh, Mandy, that's a yes. Mandy, I saw that. Let me double check. Mandy. Okay. Cause see, this is of utmost importance in the kingdom. Mandy, please come forward. All right, Digital Philosophy. Long time no see.
Yeah.
How are you? I was gonna leave, but I think you have a powerful testimony to deliver.
Yeah, man, I really do. I've been doing well, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I hope you're doing well as well.
I'm doing great. Thriving with Biden.
Yeah, Biden policy saved my father-in-law's life. My father-in-law is from Haiti originally.
Okay.
And if you're anyways familiar with the situation in Haiti, it's basically there's no government right now. 2 weeks ago, they literally had 16 criminals burned in the street by the crowd. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so their political leader, Jovenel Moïse, was assassinated a couple of years ago. And there's really no rule of law there. Yeah, kids are having a hard time going to schools, things like that. 20,000 people starved to death in the last year.
Right.
So luckily Biden made it so, because he was expecting an influx of refugees from Haiti, he made it so that there was an easier way for them to be able to stay in the States during the asylum process, so that basically all we had to do is show that we could financially support him in the meantime, and they allowed him to be able to stay with us while his asylum case is being processed, and literally saved his life. He's gained 20 pounds while he's been here. We just celebrated his 70th birthday. And my kids, I have 2 kids. I got a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Wow.
They have a direct tie right now to their culture and to their heritage.
Wow.
And he's a musician. He's wonderful to be around, and literally is now helping me with the kids. And it's been a wonderful experience for us. And so I'm very grateful to have that, because beforehand it was looking very unlikely. But
Wow.
now we do have the fear of, if Biden doesn't win next time, bye bye grandpa,
Oh no.
and so that's another concern too,
Wow.
because so for that, it literally did save his life. But my wife has had people in her family in Haiti who have not made it because of how bad things were, and he was actually being targeted by some local gangs there,
Hmm.
because it's all gang ran. It's over 100 gangs in Haiti right now,
Wow.
and they all claim a certain part of territory.
You hear this, folks?
Yeah, and I've been there. I've been to Haiti before. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. You're literally in a tropical paradise. But at the same time, there's a level of suffering that you'll see there that is unlike most Americans could ever
Hmm.
really relate to.
Wow.
And so, like, I'm happy with any politician who's able to help my family out in that way.
Right.
If
Right.
Republican was trying to help get Haitians here, I would be very enthusiastic about that policy. It doesn't matter to me, but that doesn't seem to ever play that way.
It doesn't.
And that's what I keep wanting to tell people that, I mean, immigration's a good thing. That's what this country's founded on.
Yeah.
And I think that to want anything less than that, to want like some type of ethno state or some type of place where only certain desirable immigrants are wanted, is just is antithesis to what our values as Americans are.
Absolutely.
And so that's one thing I really wanted to hop on here, especially since I'm familiar with your profession. Man, you have blown up, man. It's been a minute, and you were at a couple thousand, and now you're at like 35,000, 40,000. It's nuts, dude.
It's the great work of the people here, not just me, but I'm here every day. That's all. I think that's the trick to this. You just got to be consistent.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're familiar with who I am. I've met with you and talked with you before as well, and so.
Yeah.
I've always felt there's a lot of respect whenever I talk with you. So,
I thank you for that.
Yeah.
No, it's just I'm really hoping that things get better for immigrants in this country, and it's sad what's going on right now, and people are saying like it's because of Biden that they're coming. No, we had the border being totally ran up while Trump was here. We had the border being ran up while Obama was here. We had the border running up while Bush was here. This is every spring it happens.
There you go.
Every spring there's a influx of people from South America, and people are acting like, this is because of some policy. No, it's because of one, smuggling, two, literal economic deprivation in some of these countries, and some of those countries are actually being sanctioned by the U.S.
You hear him, folks?
That's one of the worst parts. Like, Haiti used to be self-sufficient when it came to food. They passed a law. Clinton passed a law back in the day, and I understand Clinton, but still, passed a law back in the day allowing farmers to export their food to Haiti. So now Haiti imports food when they have one of the most nutrients dense soils in the world.
Wow.
And so, it is a joke when it comes to that, but there's no infrastructure for it. People will literally, it's terrible. And there's a lot of American intervention, so there's not really a good solution for Haiti right now, because Haitians are very wary anytime the U.S. shows up. Or any type of thing.
As they should, like you said, America's history isn't always clean. We do have a checkered past, and I'm fully aware of that. But it's always nice when you have presidents like President Biden doing, as you say, these little acts of kindness. Right?
Well, I think also him having Kareem Jean-Pierre as she's Haitian. She's a Haitian woman.
Oh,
I think that having her in his ear is probably definitely a good thing. And that's the thing. I bet I can guarantee you that she was advocating for Haitians during that time. Absolutely.
And he has Kamala Harris. Okay. And he's making it very clear that he's trying to build an inclusive space.
Yeah,
he's not trying to sow swords of division across America and the world. And this is why I say, you might not like some of the things he's done in the past, but look at what he's doing. Look at what he's standing for, folks.
Well, that's the thing. The biggest difference between him and Trump is there's no nepotism. No
None.
nepotism.
None.
I'm
They
gonna
tried
have I'm
to.
gonna have Jared. I'm gonna have Jared solve the Middle East. Yeah. Good luck on that.
Yeah.
No, like there's the level of nepotism is something I'm so familiar with. Like, I used to be an executive assistant for a long
Tell
time,
them.
and so like you see this, like the owners of companies having that nepotism because they feel like they're still in this corporate structure when they're actually getting a public sector, and
Yes.
that's when people say like, oh, I want a CEO to be president. No, you don't.
Yes.
CEOs don't get told no. The CEOs don't get told no because it's not a democratic process. And the only democratic process is literally a chair voting to oust the CEO, and that's not even democratic in any sense
Easy.
either. So that's the thing. Nepotism is so common where you'll have people who are underqualified
Right.
that have no business being in this, but are thrust into it, and it's like, hey, here's your chance to shine. Here's, and that's where you get you had a level of extremists within the White House like 4 years ago. It was
Get him
nuts.
out of here.
Well, that's the thing. You had Stephen Miller, who was basically an ethnostatist, if you ever met one, like believed in a Leave It to Beaver, Andy Griffith type town, man, and that was kind of the vision they have.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. It really is. I want my neighborhood to look like the United Nations, man. I want my kid to be exposed to every
Diverse.
culture, and I want
We
my
want
kid to be exposed to
diversity.
multiple languages.
We
Sorry.
want diversity and inclusiveness, ladies and gentlemen. We don't
That's
want this isolation and fear nonsense you're spreading.
If you think that if you're viewing diversity as a threat, I think you need to do some self-evaluation.
Amen.
Because I'm
Amen.
like, yeah, guess what? White people will become a minority in the next 30, 40 years. We will. It's a reality. It's just if you look at the birth rates, there's nothing you can do about it. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
thank you.
You know what I
Thank
mean? It's just, wow, you're going to get a taste of what everybody else experienced. Oh, no. You
Yeah.
know?
Tell them. Now
That's
listen
my
up,
point. We're
I do gotta run
it's
I do gotta run, brother.
okay. You're good, man. I could go on forever with this stuff, but hey, it's
All
been such a
right.
pleasure having you. Thank you so much for letting me on.
You're always welcome,
And
brother. And
it's
always
always a
come in and
pleasure.
share your truth. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care of yourself.
You too. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, listen, I've done my 2 shows for the day. And it's been great today, honestly. I really do enjoy hearing from all of you, no matter what part of the planet you're from, no matter what side of the aisle you're from. I don't mind hearing from you, but what I don't tolerate is taking your anger out on people that have nothing to do with why you're upset. All right? So, with that being said, the last thing I'm going to say is the 3 truths that we must hold true in this kingdom are: 1, the January... thank you, heaven. Biden won the election fair and square. No evidence of widespread voter fraud that would have changed the outcome of the election. True. Next, Donald J. Trump is responsible for the attack on the Capitol on January 6th. Thank you for that hand art. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, James Comer failed to deliver the goods about Hunter Biden and President Biden, and has pretty much absolved them of all wrongdoing. With that being said, if you get into the box and you bring up any of those topics, you will be immediately shut down with the truth, because it's nothing we need to debate any longer. You know the rule. Docket number, or it's not true. And thank you for subscribing. Yes, all my subscribers, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do have to run. Okay, I got to take the dog to the dog park. I know a lot of you were asking. With that being said, you have breaking news, Justice. What is it? Go ahead and put it in the comments, please. Let me see this breaking news, okay? There's a lot of breaking news, okay? What exactly is it, Justice, okay? Yes, I'm going to have a great day. You too. Oh, no, Greg, you want to see Tokyo? Tokyo's mad right now. He wants me to take him to the dog park, okay? All right, okay. I'm making a little exception. An exception, okay? And Justice, it's only because you've been very loyal to Zeus, okay? Even though I think you are not quite a supporter of President Biden. So what do you got?
Zeus, are you ready?
Yes.
Lakers in 5.
I am I gotta go. Justice, cut it out. Nope, nope, no. I'm trying to have a good day. All right. Wow. You can't. Where do you get these folks from, folks? Stop. I gotta go. Take care.